Well, the latest chapter of Eden Zero is dropped, chapter 250 to be honest. And this is me, the Angry and Offended Despair reviewer, who only review Eden Zero nowadays, although that's probably gonna be my final manga review. And we get some a little bit explanation on what the Joker Helix really is. And it turns out the reason why Rebecca got flashback on why did she think of Professor Wiess when she thought of Joker. Either way, Professor Wiess appeared to save Rebecca and gave her a blanket of all, even teasing her is that he is used to seeing her run around naked. Apparently she did that a lot when she was a kid. So he is here to track down Helix, and Bernadette is there too. And in case you do not know, Bernadette is the famous rabbit girl waitress alien that appeared in the very first chapters. She even was on Professor Wiess's ship in the old timelines. There was some very big debates that we wanted her on the crew. She even had a cover spread, mind you. And I think Hiro Mishima had that plan out originally, but alas, that did not happen. But at least one thing is revealed, and that is Bernadette. There was one question a lot of people asked, me included, and that was, why does Bernadette look exactly the same as she did 50 years ago? And well, it's not exactly a big reveal, but it's a confirmation. Her race aged slowly. That's basically it. So, either way, Wiess does some calculations and explains that time actually never stopped, while cursing for its much and blazes about how much Joker Helix is apparently ignored the laws and thesis of conservative matter. So basically what this Joker Helix avatar has done is has the power to reduce the surrounding time to virtually zero. In other words, power that slows down for everyone else. However, it's almost like creating a dome of circle. In that circle, time is slowed down completely. And if you're outside, you're unaffected by it. That is actually very similar to a power in Fairy Tale from Orgin says Racer. He, because he was moving extremely fast, but was later revealed that his fast is more like people reacting to immense speed because their perception of time has been slowed down. In a way, that power is very similar to that. And by hacking it, it actually time resets normal, and everyone in that position gets back again. Especially when the guys seeing that there is now peeking into the woman's bathroom, and Shiki feeling like something soft hit him in the face. And well, it's actually revealed that Feather is pretty shameless because she stands up completely naked in that ocean and begins to scan with her eye, wondering if it does. And of course, young Wiess is just drooling over all it. But then she reveals who the ether is. As everyone gets back on their clothes and happily greets Professor Wiess, as well as the parents of Rebecca thanking them about taking care of Rebecca. They do wonder how did the enemy found Mills. So, and given the fact that this is a little bit different than the last, timeline, this is also the first time Professor Wiess has actually seen his young incarnation, as he did in the previous timeline through the thing, and told us why young Wiess was unaffected by timelines. But it also appears that in this timeline, Professor Wiess does know of Pino as well, because he looks at her with a smile on his face. But Pino, it's uncertain if Pino actually recognizes him, because she looks a bit confused, although she still looks adorable. It's also in this scene that Bernadette teased young Wiess about the fact that she cannot remember how she used to look like, but Wiess remembers her, saying she hasn't changed. It's here that she reveals that her race aged slowly. Probably the very, very, very first time, and very likely the last time in a Hiro Mishima manga, the alien races are actually acknowledging each other, as well as saying that one of them aged slowly. So why was Rebecca unaffected by all this? It is actually not 100% confirmed, but it's likely because she was a priestess of time. It's here actually because she is a former princess of time. That's also what drawn the chronophage, which likely ate Norma in this universe as well. So it is also now confirmed that Proffesor Wiess in this universe do not have an artificial arm, meaning that Draken Joe was not, well, or maybe he was DJ Zombie in this universe. It's also not confirmed. But even if he was DJ Zombie, it's confirmed at least that in this universe, Young Wiess did not steal from DJ Zombie, and DJ Zombie did not retaliate. Or maybe he did, and Draken Joe was just that more merciful. Again, not confirmed. So it's here that Shiki bluntly asks the professor, is he changing Void's minion? And it's actually confirmed by Bernadette that, yeah, Joker Helix was actually built by Proffesor Wiess. As we see the full shot, and confirmation that the sexy avatar is indeed how Joker Helix really looks like. She can just duplicate herself. Yeah, it's a very, very sexy suit, and I have to say it. So why did Wiess build that? It is kind of funny though that young Wiess is saying, "You little, this is my future. You're both scummy enough to give Muller a run for his money." It's kind of funny to say, but it actually turns out that it was completely by accident. Well, no, not that Proffesor Wiess built Joker Helix by accident, but Joker Helix becoming rogue was an accident. And here is actually somewhat of a nice callback. But before we get to that callback, we got now the reveal. Why did Rebecca recognize the name Joker Helix? Well, it actually turns out that when she was a child, Rebecca played an online game that the professor has actually developed, and the name of the game was Griff Smash. Although Rebecca felt it was kind of looking kind of disgusting. A nice callback on Griff from Rave Master, who everybody thought was a scrappy, as well as the fact that Griff Robot was the one who taught young Wiess the ether gear. So either way, it's revealed that the name Joker Helix was actually the game engine that Proffesor Wiess used to create his video game. So that is the true identity of Joker Helix. It originally was just a game engine, a game title screen, and then a pun on MTU Supernatural Engine 5. So it's basically a software used to make video games. And the reason why it has actually gained a sentence of its own is because it was equipped with an AI, and now we get a callback. As we remember, Eden's 1 was equipped with an AI that developed an intelligence of its own and became rogue. Joker Helix was actually the same thing. It absorbed knowledge from all over the cosmos and developed a mind of its own. So it's an accidental creation by Proffesor Wiess, because he created the engine but equipped it with an AI that absorbed everything. And now when I think about it, if that AI was there, isn't it possible that maybe Proffesor Wiess had some kind of connection to Eden's 1 as well? Well, that's only a fanfic right now. But it does seem that the AI was too intelligent, so Joker Helix absorbed knowledge and became personality, and was already out of the reach and used other computers to become more too powerful. And now it has found this planet, and so the real Joker Helix connect them to them and explains that she wants to find the mother ether. Apparently, she's a lot more useful than Muller was, and so she says to them, "No one will escape from my rift in time," as dozens of Joker Helix's avatars stands now outside the church. As she proclaimed, nothing will escape from a rift in time. It's very likely that they all have the same power. It is not exactly explained, though, how Joker Helix managed to obtain the power of time. But yeah, that's the origin of Joker Helix. It was a game engine with an AI that became rogue and intelligent, and then eventually defected from Proffesor Wiess and then joined the Russian says Galactica, serving under another AI that is just as rogue as her, if not more so. That was Eden's One, or as we say, over New Void. So yeah, the fact that there's a rogue AI again makes me wonder if Wiess had some kind of hand in it all. And if speaking real life now, it is actually pretty common right now that AI is going to take over our world. And when I mean take over, I mean take over acting, business, writing, and everything like that. I hate that. I do not like AI. I am scared of AI. And I think we would be even more scared if it turns out AI could become just as this manga explains it to be. Because there have been some saying that real life AI can never become this intelligent. They can only recycle ideas. But me, as a paranoid guy, I'm a skeptic. Either way, that's basically this chapter. A nice introduction back to Proffesor Wiess, an explanation on why Rebecca recognizes Joker Helix, as well as why Wiess could move in time. Of course, now comes the question though, is Joker Helix going to manage to steal the mother ether? Given the fact that despair is getting strong, I wouldn't put it past her. I mean, Muller was incompetent, but something tells me Joker Helix is not so incompetent. But here's hoping, because I do not want despair. But most importantly, how will they ever to nullify her time zero ability? Rebecca was the only one who was unaffected. So maybe there's a power within her that can be used? Give me your thoughts if you have any.